With you sort of some previews with respect to Balloon Fiesta. And we know first and foremost that, look, Balloon Fiesta is going to happen. I think as long as at least the Balloon Fiesta organizing crew, which we're going to hear from in a little bit in the city, we're aligned, we're on board, and we're taking off. So we're really excited for Fiesta this year after missing last year. And so we'll talk about some of the nuances of what's back and what's different and so forth. And, as usual, as we get a little bit closer, there'll be, more formal updates on where park and ride locations are and all that kind of stuff. So to sort of kick things off in terms of anticipation of Fiesta, one is it's fall. You can smell the green chili in the air. Just before this, I was doing an acequia cleanup. And my wife and kids are at the farmer's market buying ristras. It's just a wonderful time to be in the Duke City. And part of that is also the return of balloons to our skies. And so for us, it's getting close. We're very happy for the whole state, and in fact the whole country, and even some of our international guests that are going to be coming back for the 49th Balloon Fiesta. And we're expecting about 600 balloons. We're going to have special shapes back again. About 100 of those is what we're expecting. And of course it means a full range of things. Now Fiesta has grown where it's also the glows at night, and it's different things, whether it's fireworks and so forth. So again, we're going to be bringing back most of those types of things this year. And so we're very excited about that. Now, I also want to mention, how special this is sort of intergenerationally for our families. It was every kid who grows up in this town has memories of balloons either flying overhead or at their school or chasing them. I used to go chase them on my bike. It was awesome. And, if you help them out, you get a balloon pin. So cool. And that's still the case for literally hundreds of thousands of Burqueños for those special days in the fall. And so we know also this is very important for our city in terms of lifting us up out of the pandemic. We know that we're not done yet. We know that there's still lots of issues with respect to COVID, but we're seeing numbers plateau and also just kind of taper off a little bit, and I think that's encouraging. I also want to remind everyone that Albuquerque proudly has the highest vaccination rate of any major city around us. That includes LA, Denver, Austin, Phoenix, Salt Lake, Oklahoma City, Tucson, and that's a great thing. It all points to keeping us safe, and it all points to hopefully a fall that is manageable with respect to the pandemic. Now, there's been a lot of hard work by our city departments to sort of get us up to this point. Also, of course, by the Fiesta organization to prepare and pull this off. So really what I want to do is hand it off to some of the folks who do the real work behind this. But I also want to mention that, we're going to continue to be flexible. We're going to make sure that we adapt, whether it's a traffic program or whether it's what we're doing with respect to timing or whether it's the weather. I want to remind everyone how Balloon Fiesta works, right? You never know what issue may come up, whether it's wind, that means there's no glow, or whether it's rain, that means there's no balloons, but we're going to try and have as many activities as we can. And I also remind folks with respect to traffic, we'll talk about some of the improvements that we're doing, but, for us locals, if you can, just as a pro tip, try and use a little vacation morning or whatever and go during the week. It is awesome. And we know that the weekends get busy no matter what. That's a great thing. We want our Balloon Fiesta to be packed. But I also know for those of us who live here, it's really cool to go during the week. So with that, let's begin with some of our sort of experts in different areas. And I'll at least hand it off to our Director of Parks and Rec, Dave Simon. Dave, come on up.
Good morning and thank you, Mayor. Well, we're very excited about the 49th Fiesta. As you can see, white pylons have sprouted on this field. The white canopy tents are going up. It's starting to look like Camelot again. And in 2 short weeks, this is going to be the most beautiful 86 acres in the world. So we're very proud to be keepers of this unique city park. It's served as a great place for recreation all during the COVID shutdowns, as well as serving our city in a time of need to get through the pandemic. We had a COVID test site here for most of the year. But just like all Burqueños, We cannot wait to see the park filled again with balloons and Fiesta goers again. Now, the putting on the Fiesta and actually caring for the park is really a total One Albuquerque team effort. And that effort extends to our very strong partnership with the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. It takes all of us to put on the state's largest annual event. Our Parks and Rec crews have been busy preparing Balloon Fiesta Park for the visitors we expect. And these are some of the things that we have accomplished in preparation for this year's Fiesta. The east parking lot has been repaired along with the help and support of the Department of Municipal Development. When we hosted the United States Cycling Association National Championships in August, we took that opportunity to repair many of the interior asphalt roadways in the park. So we actually got a double benefit for that national championship and for Fiesta out of that work. We have created a new parking area for the Fiesta's Gondola Club. We've deactivated the city's driving range and golf course and reset up the fence along Vendors Row for the use of Fiesta. We've done some very visible and important erosion control on the hillside below the President's compound. It's not visible from where we are now, but it is visible from the field. We've obviously prepared the field and Vendors Row for AIBF to set up their numerous tents and facilities. Electrical infrastructure at the park has gotten a special focus as we've ramped up for the Fiesta. We've cleaned and prepared numerous facilities for AIBF's use, and city use, including the Public Safety Building, the Sid Cutter Pilots Pavilion, the Golf and Event Center behind me. And our recreation staff will be partnering with AIBF to handle all sort of special events that take place on the Balloon Fiesta Park that are sort of unrelated to Fiesta itself during their 2-month rental of the park. I also want to emphasize that for the second year, we'll be making maximum use and important use of the Los Angeles landfill site for recreational vehicle parking as well as general Fiesta visitor parking. The LA landfill parking lot is south of Alameda, and we have been prepping that site for its important role in handling visitors and vehicles to Fiesta. And I just want to emphasize again that Fiesta goers coming from the west side or approaching the park, traveling eastbound on Alameda, that is going to be their preferred parking location. And of course, AIBF will repeat its highly successful park and ride drop-off point near the museum itself, and the tents are already erected right here on Balloon Museum Drive for that new drop-off location. So those are some of the things we've been working on to prep the park. We're excited about Fiesta, and I will defer to our next speaker. Thank you.
Next up, we have Deputy Chief Mike Smathers from APD.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm pleased to tell you that the Albuquerque Police Department, we're ready. We're ready for this year's Fiesta, and we're excited to be a part of it. Obviously, this is a tremendous challenge for us as an agency and all of our partner agencies that we work with so closely, but I want to assure everyone that we are ready. As the mayor alluded to, and Director Simon, obviously traffic is a tremendous part of this event, so I would encourage you to plan ahead. Please use Park and Ride if you're able to do so. It was a tremendous benefit in 2019, and I hope you can take advantage of that. But please just know we're going to have many personnel available for traffic within APD. We're using city security, Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office, and New Mexico State Police. We have a lot of partners helping us in that endeavor, and I know that we're prepared for that. But I will also say, obviously, patience is a part of it. On the field itself, we have a very robust security plan in place. We'll have both uniformed and plainclothes personnel there to provide safety for you and for crime prevention efforts. We'll also have the horse-mounted unit along with our open space officers and tactical officers will be on the field, along with Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office and the state police providing security. Our detective units will be conducting operations in the parking lots just to make sure the vehicles are safe and there's no other activity there that we would not want to occur. And then for the surrounding area, obviously with the many thousands of visitors coming into the area, we're going to have robust crime prevention TAC plans in place for all the area hotels to ensure that we don't have crime incidents at those locations as well. We're going to be utilizing license plate readers all throughout the Balloon Fiesta footprint. And this year, we're using ShotSpotter technology here on the field for the first time, just as an additional enhancement to us. We all know how effective it's been in other parts of our city, so we're pleased to have partnered with them for that addition. Obviously, and I know the fire chief will speak to it, but we have a very joint operation with AFR and other partners there for any incidents medically related or any other incident that would arise on the field itself. And lastly, we're going to have Albuquerque Police Department's air support unit overhead for the entirety of the event, providing traffic support especially, but just to help us understand the broader sense of what's going on during each operation. So you'll be safe if you come here, and we want you to come here, and we're excited to host you for the 49th Annual Festival.
Our next speaker is Chief Gallegos with Albuquerque Fire and Rescue.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. As Chief Mathews said, we're excited about this year's Balloon Fiesta. We're excited to get back to, again, that's a sense of normalcy, and again, that's the beautiful event that takes place every single year in our beautiful city. So as Chief Mathews said, this is a one Albuquerque effort. It takes a lot of work from every department in the city of Albuquerque. Again, our parts is for four different objectives here. First one is inspections with our Fire Marshal's office. We're working with AIBF to make sure that every vendor is being communicated with, educated on what can happen, what they can have underneath their tents, what they can have under and sell, and how they can do their setups underneath every single one of the tents. Again, their safety is our priority. Next is the pyrotechnics. Again, please come out, enjoy the shows. Our inspectors are going to be out there making sure that everything is done correctly, following all rules and regs based off of NFPA standards. And then lastly is the fire lanes. We will be out there patrolling the fire lanes and any kind of emergency routes so that in case something does happen, both APD and AFR can get to those areas very quickly so that we can handle the situation. The next part is fire suppression. We'll have fire engines and suppression units strategically placed throughout the Balloon Fiesta Park. Again, our major concern is Vendor Row, the tents, the Gondola Club, whenever Propane Alley is being utilized for refill operations, and then again the fireworks, the pyrotechnics. So again, we're coordinating that throughout the Balloon Fiesta. Next is again our EMS service. We will have multiple units out on the field strategically placed so that we can handle any type of EMS response that is needed during the Balloon Fiesta. Every year we do a great job in coordinating with APD and AIBF on getting a quick response to everybody that calls that does have any type of injuries or medical emergency. So again, it's about good communication and getting us and advising everybody that's there that if you see any type of emergency response unit, whether it be APD, AFR, or any other security, to please give us a path so that we can get to the loved ones of somebody else, because I'm sure that you would want the same done for your family. So again, we want to work with everybody. We want everybody to stay safe. And last but not least, again, we'll have a community risk reduction tent out there just like everybody else, APD, state police, military, trying to look for the next members of our community as far as public safety officers, and then also going out there and showing how to do hands-only CPR just so that you can possibly protect your loved ones. So, thank you very much.
Next up, we have our Director of Municipal Development, Pat Montoya.
Well, good morning. Joining me this morning is our Deputy Chief with Security, Scott Blackledge, and he'll talk a little bit about our contribution to Fiesta this year. I'm pleased that DMD is able to participate in this 49th Fiesta for Balloon Fiesta, We're quite excited because we missed a year, and for us, it's the work crew that's out there is just really excited to be able to take part in this. Let me just highlight a few things that BMD is going to do in order to prepare for Fiesta this year, things that I think are important to the motoring public as well as to guests that come to the plaza, the Fiesta itself. We've added a second crew to deal with any of the weather-related events. So we'll actually have 24 individuals on call 24 hours throughout the Fiesta. We'll be prepared for rain, for wind, and in the event of a freak snowstorm, we've got our snowplows ready as well. So we're ready for any type of weather that's going to hit us. We've added 4 extra traffic signal technicians, so if signals go down on Alameda or on Paseo or anywhere in the surrounding area, they will be able to cover and respond immediately to any of the down signals or street lights that might be out during the period of time. We've got a no construction moratorium starting on September the 29th through October the 3rd. So within about a 3-mile radius, there will be no construction anywhere around the parks, no orange barrels, no barricades, any of those sort of things, so that the flow of traffic is much, much easier for everyone coming in and going from the park. If you drove up this morning, you noticed that we installed a temporary signal at Horizon. We will have a permanent signal installed there next year, but this will help with the flow of traffic from 2nd Street working its way on Alameda to the east side. We've spruced up the surrounding streets. As Director Simon mentioned, we were able to participate with the Fiesta in getting some of the interior roadways either repaved or at least potholes repaired, those sort of things. So the interior work, as well as anything around the park, has been spruced up to make it look and for those vehicles to run a lot smoother. If you did not notice, we just completed median work. So the medians from the channel just on the west side, all the way up to about a block from Balloon Fiesta Parkway is completely done. We tested a new median with different colored stone. Please pay attention to that. As you're a balloonist and as you rise up into the air, you will see the balloons within the median itself. So we're quite pleased to have that this year. And then the last thing that I think is important is that not only are we working with within other city departments, but we have reached out to the New Mexico Department of Transportation. The district engineer has assured us that all of the freeways will be swept later this week and early next week. So I-25 and I-40, we're trying to spruce those up as much as we possibly can, just to make those roadways look much nicer than they that should be during Fiesta itself. And with that, I'll turn it over to the Deputy Chief and just let him explain to you what additional measures we're contributing as far as security and traffic control.
Thank you, Director Montoya. Again, Metro Security Division is part of the Department of Municipal Development. Our primary function is to support security operations and public safety throughout the city, actively with the Albuquerque Police Department and Albuquerque Fire Rescue. And we're going to be assisting with manpower in terms of traffic control and supporting APD in that regard. Also, if Albuquerque Fire Rescue needs additional support with wellness checks, which is something that we routinely do, we'll be ready to assist with that. So, Mr. Mayor?
All right, next up we have the Director of Solid Waste, Matthew Whelan.
Thank you, everybody. And I just want to say, it's really exciting to say that Fiesta is back. And it's been a priority of Mayor Keller to bring this Fiesta back to Albuquerque, but not just to bring it back because we had it last year, but it was kind of altered, but to bring it back in a sense so that we can have people here on the field. And I would love to say that this has been said a few times, but it's a one Albuquerque effort with over 15 departments collaborating with this to have this event happen, and we are so excited. But it's not just the city departments, it's also the state and the county that's bringing this together, and we'd love to encourage everybody to come out and see what we have. And as the Director of Solid Waste, we have several things that we'll be doing. Next Saturday, we have a Company is Coming, which we've been doing every year, which we do the week before, the Saturday before Balloon Fiesta starts. And that's we just come and we clean this whole area. We clean it all the time, but we make a more concentrated effort to clean it, but we organize with neighborhoods. And this year we have over 21 neighborhoods signed up, and what we have them do is clean their neighborhood because we know companies coming in. Just like when you have companies coming for your house during the holidays, what do? You don't want them seeing your dirty laundry, so you clean it up. So we're going to give the city a good cleaning. We do it all the time Part of our Clean City division is we clean nonstop, but we're going to give it extra cleaning, and we're asking the residents, because like I said, this is a one Albuquerque effort for all of us to be together, because we are so excited that this is back, and it's just not back, it's going to be back with people here. The 49th annual Balloon Fiesta is here. So I'd encourage you to sign up, get a hold of us, and next Saturday we'll be cleaning everything. And again, I'd just like to thank everybody who's involved. The Parks and Recreation Department, you don't have no idea how much work they put into it, APD, how much they put into it, AFR. It really is a one New Mexico effort. It's a one Albuquerque effort, but it really is a one New Mexico effort where we show not only the city or the state, but we show the country and the world who we are as Albuquerque, as Burqueños. So I'd encourage everybody to come out and be a part of it.
All right, next up we have our Director of Arts and Culture, Shel Sanchez.
Welcome everyone to the grounds of the Balloon Museum, where you have probably the best view of Balloon Fiesta Park in the whole entire city. And here at the Balloon Museum, we celebrate fiesta and ballooning every single day. And there's a lot of people here that honestly spend year-round, 365 days a year, planning for fiesta, working on fiesta, and just supporting balloonists in Albuquerque. So I just want to remind you that as much fun as there is on this field, thanks to the organizers of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, there's a lot of other fun going on around the city when you're not on the field. So most importantly is the Balloon Museum. So we really encourage our visitors, after they're done on the field, to come and visit the Balloon Museum, and our residents as well. We have some new exhibits. We did a lot of hard work during the pandemic. So we're very excited about Elevation Station, which is really meant to inspire the next generation of balloonists, because I know we all want to see Balloon Fiesta continue for decades and decades. So bring your little ones and your medium-sized ones and come and visit Elevation Station. And for all of you that are here with cameras, we invite you in to maybe take a couple minutes, get some coverage of those new exhibits. They're really fun. They were unveiled during the pandemic, so maybe they didn't get all the love that they deserve. So we encourage you to come out during this time and enjoy them. We also have other temporary exhibits on view, including an exhibit about women in ballooning, and also a really beautiful temporary art exhibition that celebrates not only the zebras, which are our referees that are down on the field, but also black and white artwork from New Mexico. Other fun things that the Department of Arts and Culture is doing for us: you can go to Old Town every single day from October 1st to October 10th, and there's live free entertainment on the plaza from 1 to 4 p.m. And we also have Harvest Festival at the Biopark on the first weekend of Balloon Fiesta. So when you're done out here, you can just pop on over there, enjoy the gardens and all kinds of fun at the Biopark. Also at the rail yards, we've got Cork and Brews in the afternoon on the first weekend. And of course we have Rail Yards Market and Downtown's Growers Market and all of our other wonderful downtown neighborhoods. And so for our visitors that are coming to Albuquerque, we really encourage you to go to our local restaurants, purchase from local vendors, and enjoy everything the city has to offer. I know you're going to be spending about 7 hours or 8 hours a day here, but there's still another, 16 left to explore the rest of the city. So thank you.
Our next speaker is Paul Smith with the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
Well, thank you. I want to thank the city for inviting us to the party here. I got to express my excitement that everyone else has been talking about, and since I work at Balloon Fiesta, this is excited for me in September. It'll look better in another couple of weeks, but I'm very happy to hear that DMD has the snowplows ready, just in case. Actually, I think it was 1986, we actually did have snow the last day of Balloon Fiesta and had to cancel the flight that morning. But we are happy. We're back. We have balloons. Sam Parks, our Director of Operations, will be giving you more of the meat
As far as the balloons itself, because that's really all anyone wants to talk about, the park itself, or Balloon Fiesta, is going to look substantially similar to what it has been in the past. I remember when I was a kid, there was a store named Stuckey's whenever we went traveling around the country, and I remember it was always so safe because I walked into Stuckey's and it was the same every place I went. And I went for the pralines and the pecan rolls. I knew where they were going to be. I remember going to one time and they shifted. They had the pecan rolls somewhere else, and I just didn't feel right. So Balloon Fiesta, we always try to keep it fresh. We have to do something new every year. We'll talk about some of the special shapes we have that are new for this year's Balloon Fiesta, but it kind of feels like an old comfortable pair of shoes. It'll look substantially similar. We'll have the flights every morning. We'll have the glows 5 of the nights. And our fireworks, we're going to be a little something special there. It's a surprise, so I can't really talk too much about it, but keep an eye on the fireworks this year as well. A lot of our hospitality venues, because we obviously weren't here in 2020, we had to make some changes to keep everyone as safe as we can. All of our hospitality venues will be outside this year. The food will be, there'll be no indoor dining at all. The other things that we're looking at, the Balloon Discovery Center, we're not having this year, but we'll bring it back next year. If you recall, the Balloon Discovery Center is a kids' interactive learning touchpoint place inside the tent. When we started preparing for Balloon Fiesta, we didn't know if that was going to be available under the current, or under the CDC and Health Department guidelines. We also won't have Music Fiesta the second Saturday, but hopefully we'll bring that back in time for our 50th next year, which I do need to remind everyone, next year will be our 50th Balloon Fiesta. And come out, look at balloons. I mean, that's really what everyone wants to see when they see here. And then, as Shel Sanchez had talked about, visit the city, visit the other museums, the Balloon Museum as well as the other ones downtown. Albuquerque generally gets about $180 million of economic impact every year that Balloon Fiesta goes on. We're hoping this year is going to be about the same, and we hope that it kind of helps revive a lot of the stores, a lot of the restaurants, everything that needs to have a boost right now. So that's really it for me. Thank you.
Our last but not least speaker is Sam Parks, also with the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
Thank you. As an Albuquerque resident, a balloon pilot, and also the previous balloon meister for this year's event, I couldn't be more excited to actually say that 2 weeks from today, there'll be 550 balloons filling up that field behind me. And my entire staff at Balloon Fiesta office, which is about 20 people around the year, in addition to the over 1,000 navigators, have been working diligently now for several months to get this event ready. We couldn't be more excited to welcome all the balloonists from around the world and around the country to this beautiful park here at the city of Albuquerque. As Paul did say, that most of our amenities and most of our shows will indeed be the same this year. We're going to have approximately 550 balloons from all over the country and all over the world. We're going to have approximately 80 different special shaped balloons this year, 10 of which will be unveiled for the first time here in America here at Balloon Fiesta Park, some balloons that you've never seen before. I'm also excited to say that on the first Saturday of Balloon Fiesta, we will have our America's Challenge gas balloon race, which is going to be a race to where who can fly the furthest from Balloon Fiesta Park, and they'll go all the way to the East Coast. So we're very excited to have our gas balloons back. And something that's very unique this year that has never been done before, for the first time in America, we're going to host the largest remote control balloon rally here at Balloon Fiesta Park. And it's called De Los Globitos, or small balloons. So we're very excited to have these small balloons come out. They're quarter scale, and they're going to be inflated, flown on tether. The kids love them. And so we're going to have approximately 35 of the Globitos balloons this year to put on a show for all the kids and adults alike. It's quite unique. We actually have one in the shape of our Fiesta logo, so we're very excited about that. So those particular inflations are going to be 3 days. Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday morning of Balloon Fiesta. We're very excited to be partnering up with the Hispano Chamber of Commerce this year to sponsor our X Marks the Spot landowner relations program, because we all know what goes up must come down again. So the Hispano Chamber has partnered up with their local sponsors, as well as partnering up with Councilor Basan to increase the awareness of opening up landing sites here in the Albuquerque metro area for all the balloons to come down. So each one of these gift baskets that will be given away, one a day, in a value of over $2,000 will be given to a lucky landowner where a balloon actually lands and fills out their name and address, and they enter in for a drawing. So we're very excited about where this program is going. Lastly, I would like you to just check out our social media pages on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Also, we have a brand new app this year. Please download our app. You can get the link off of our website. And please check out our Know Before You Go page on our website. It's right off of our home page, and it gives you all the updated events and any kind of changes. So remember, know before you go, and just look at www.balloonfiesta.com. Lastly, I'd like to thank all the city departments that have come together. And it's been said so many times today, it's one Albuquerque that's been able to put all this on. And as a balloonist myself, I'm really encouraged at the partnership that's going on to help make this 49th event of Balloon Fiesta happen. So thank you to the city of Albuquerque.
All right, well now we're going to open it up to Q&A. Did anyone have questions? And I can get the appropriate speakers up here to respond.
I have some questions just about what we can expect from COVID protocol and stuff. So I don't know if that's Balloon Fiesta or...
COVID protocols?
Well, again, yeah, we will be analyzing the COVID protocols whenever, when we get closer to the actual Balloon Fiesta. But right now, again, everybody's wearing masks, and again, social distancing, COVID safe practices. That's the best thing that we can do right now until, again, we get the new public health order, and then we can analyze it and determine what is the best course of action at that time.
Will AFR and security and APD be on the field enforcing the mask mandate here at Balloon Fiesta, or is it kind of just follow the rules, trust everyone to wear it?
We'll be doing our best to communicate with everybody, educating everybody, and helping everybody stay safe. Again, the key thing is that we all need to do our part, right? And so then all of us will be out there, asking people to continue to follow the rules. We are here, and we want the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta to be as successful as possible, and for everybody to remain safe. And we want everybody to understand that and to do their part. And that's the key thing, is that everybody needs to take some ownership in that and make sure that they are doing their part to keep everybody safe.
With the international travel of being a little bit more restricted, is that impacting the amount of balloons that are able to come this year?
Yes, that's a very good question. Because of some of the travel restrictions that we've been experiencing this year, we're down from about 70 international pilots to roughly 20. Some of the countries are allowed to travel to the United States. Some are actually required to quarantine when they go back. So therefore, some of the balloons will be shipped here, and an American pilot will fly some of those international balloons. But some of our international pilots, unfortunately, will just not be able to get here this year. We are down in numbers.
Anyone else have questions?
Let me add one other point to the question on the health restrictions, if you will, or the rules that we're under right now. So we're monitoring those on a daily basis, as we always have been. The Fiesta is the sponsor of the event, the AIBF. So we are going to monitor the protocols as we get closer and closer to the event. So stay tuned, because the Fiesta will be having another press conference in terms of what mandates might be required or lifted or changed here in the next couple of weeks. And we'll have enough information out to get to the public so that they know what to expect coming into the Fiesta.
Is a vaccine requirement one of those talking points that the Fiesta is considering?
we're looking, the Fiesta, I will let them make that comment, Sam, if you all want to say something about that, but I know that they'll be talking about that here in a couple of weeks. Keep in mind, we're watching what's happening at the State Fair and what requirements have occurred there and what the governor and our health department have said about the State Fair. So as we see that and see how that has transpired and how that was managed, we certainly will work with the Fiesta to make sure that whatever mandates are in place, that we work with them to make them happen.
Could I follow up? Just, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Real. Balloon Fiesta has been working on several different contingency plans for well over a year now. And we're currently following the CDC's guidelines, which includes mask mandatory indoors, as well as outdoors in crowded outdoor settings. In addition to that, we spread out a lot of our most iconic balloons throughout the park, so to try to encourage people to not mass gather around on the east side of the field. And so you're going to see some of our most favorable balloons, such as Arabelle, probably on the west side of the field. In addition to that, we've increased our sanitation measures throughout the park. All of our tables and chairs will be cleaned in between sessions. We have sanitation stations at all of our rest areas as well as throughout the entire park. And so we will continue to monitor this situation, and that's why I encourage people to go to our Know Before You Go page. So as things develop and we see that there are other mitigations that we need to enact, we will do those and update our public there.
Thank you, guys. And again, if you did want to get any B-roll, feel free to go inside to that new exhibit.
All right, thanks everybody.